Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I thought we would do a page in our new ideas journal. So I made this the other day, so I'll pop a link down if you missed it. But what I'm going to do, I thought I've got some bits and pieces. I've got my big scrap box here because it's been staring at me thinking I've got to use it. So I've taken some bits and pieces out, little bits here. And I thought I would just do a page or two. I've got that. I've got some more envelopes just in case I want to add some of those to it as well. What else have I got? I have got some butterflies, some of my butterflies. I found these little words as well. Now I've had these for a gosh, long time. And they are just ones that before I think I even did my digital kits, I had these and I've just printed them out on coffee stain paper with just words on. So I don't know, I might use those. I thought I would bring those out and see if there's any words in there I would like to use. And I'm also going to use some of my cards here. Not quite sure whether I showed you this kit. This is framed and bordered journal cards, and then you got hundreds of them in here in all sorts of different sizes. So I've got those, and I've cut some bits and pieces out here the other day that I thought I might use. And these are some of the framed and bordered journal cards, and they're just beautiful. I absolutely love them. They're so lovely. I've printed on the back of those as well. So let's pop those in there. So I thought maybe if we make any pockets or anything, we can pop those on there. So let's see. So this is what we did. And I thought I might, sometimes when I do these journals, I just sort of like random pages. But I'm going to actually start from the beginning on this one and do something on here. So I haven't got an inkling on what I'm going to do, guys, so I'm just going to go with it. And I think sometimes that's the best way. I've got some papers. These are from, I think this is from one of our, what's it called, I can't remember now, the journal ones that I did, the monthly ones, but I just thought that would look really nice down the side of the page, wouldn't it? Just cut like that and popped on, whether I'm going to pop it on that page or maybe that page. I'm just going to quickly fussy cut that. It feels quite thick, so I don't know what paper I printed this on, but it does feel awfully thick. Now it is the afternoon here, so the sunlight is a bit funny in here. It's coming in lovely. It's very warm. It's beautiful. So I thought I'd just have 5 minutes, little break, because I am sorting everything out for, obviously I've got people coming, I've got family coming, so I'm just having a little sort out. Not sure when this video is going to go out, so they might all be here when you see this. So I'm just going to try and get a few little videos out and about. But look at that, that's lovely, isn't it? And I think it would make a really nice little sort of tuck on there. So this is going to be, it's like an ideas book, but it's also, you know, I want to make it look nice as well. I want to sort of make it so we can journal in it. So it can be ready to sort of journal in. But I think that would probably sit on there quite nicely, wouldn't it? So I'm going to pop that to that side. So that will work on that page. I'm not going to stick it in because I might change my mind. You know what it's like. So what have we got here? We've got a pocket. We've got a pocket. No, that's a little journal card, isn't it? From my journal card kit. Okay, guys, I need a little bit of a brainstorm here. I did have this piece. This is from the Pirouette of Pink, and I think she's just lovely. I don't really want to cover that bit up. I don't really want to cover her up either. What could we do? What could we do? I don't really want to, unless I put that in there. No, don't like that. Let's get an envelope. Let's go for something else. These are just ones that I did ages ago. I haven't, it's the middle of July and I haven't even coffee stained any paper yet. Actually, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? It's like a little pocket over the pocket. Should we turn it around this way? That would look quite nice, wouldn't it? So we could lift that up. So you've got the pocket in there. We put that round. We've got a pocket there. Maybe we'll have a little tuck in there. That's quite nice. But this has got like the little sticky on because it's round that side. So we need to sort of, we need something to cover that up, don't we? Should I put that on there to cover it up? Glue that on. Like that. Oh, that's what I'll do. Let's pop this to the side. Let's just, oh, it's got to be round this way, hasn't it? So let's make sure we put it round the right way so she's not upside down. Let's pop some glue on. There we are. Perfect. Perfect. Stick that on and then I can just cut around it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I just wanted to come up into my craft room and have a little play. So I thought I'd just turn the video on while we have a little go in our little ideas journal. So like I said, the ideas journal is, you know, it's for popping in ideas that you've got. I'm going to pop in some of the Friday freebies that we do in there. So I can look back on them. And then also we've got these, oh look at that, that fits just perfect, doesn't it? Then I can look back at this if I get stuck for ideas to go in journals. I like that. And then we can lift that up and that's the pocket in the pocket. And then that can go that side. Lovely. Let's just ink around here. Like that. Oh, it's quite hot in here. It's quite warm. Let's put that down. Now, I'd like to cover this up actually. What shall we put on there? I don't like Cubit. We could just use this, couldn't we? Lift that up. And we could stick something around there. What do you think? Or if we got a journal card. Let's have a little peek in here. What we got? What do we have? I just love these. I don't want anything. Oh, that might be quite nice. That's a nice colour. I haven't cut out very many of them. Oh, that's a lovely colour. Quite like that one actually. Okay, let's use that. Let's ink around it. I don't want it to go over this little bit here. I should have really inked this in there. So a little bit of ink in there. Lots of pockets. So actually I could make that into a pocket from the top, couldn't I? And then we need to figure out how we're going to do a closure. So I'm going to put that down. So we need a little closure here, don't we? Should we stick that down? What should we use? Oh, I like that. I think I need to cover this up as well. Oh, I felt like oh, excuse me. Gosh. I think this is going to be sort of a bit eclectic-y, isn't it? Don't like that. Let's just put maybe a bit of pink butterfly. Do we need to cover it up? Oh, actually, I don't think we need to cover it up, do we? But we need to think of a closure. So let's have a quick think. So that can go into the middle of that little circle there. This could be another little pocket, so I can just glue around that bit, but we need a little closure on here, so we need to put something on here to close it. What have I got in my little box? I didn't bring too much out because I know I don't want to think too much or have too much to play with and then wonder what I'm going to be using. That's it, that's too big. I like that. These are from the Friday freebie for the Ko-fi, I believe. I like that. Layer these up. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of card and my little hole punch. Maybe we can use this one. Where's the little one? Here we go. Let's do this. Do I need a hole? I don't need a hole in this one. But where's my new little ones? Look, my little covered up little ones. I haven't used these yet. Let's make a little hole in there. Pop that in the middle. Like that. Pop this out of the way. Now we need a little brad, don't we? And a little piece like this. Let's just make one of our little tabs. Nice and simple. That's about the right size. We shall put this, because this has got to move, hasn't it? Can that be over the top? Yeah, I think so. Just make a hole through there. If I can hold it. Just so it's in the right place. I'm going to get a little brad. Here we go. Let's just have a diddly one. That can go in there. How long do we want this? So I'm going to put this in. Do you think that will work? I put that on the middle and close it over. Not really, will it? Not really. Unless I just get a little Velcro and push that down and Velcro it up. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll keep that for in a minute. I think that's going to be too fussy. Too fussy. We don't want fussy. I'm going to stick this on first. Okay. Let's just stick this on this way. Down through there and along this bit. Just so we can tuck that in. And make sure we're in the right place. There we go. And then this can be a tuck, can't it? So that can be a tuck, and then we've also got a little pocket in there, like that. That can go down. Open this up. Make sure we put this in the middle. Let's put some of this on. Like that. Down. A little bit of glue. Pop this on. Make sure that's sort of in the middle like that. There we go. Is that going to stick down? Let's lift this up. I should have probably used a little bit of Fabri-Tac on this side actually. Or 3-in-1. I've got a little bit of lace here. Would that stick down on there? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Okay, let's stick you down because you're not going to stick down properly. So we shall use, oh, there we go. we should use a little bit of this lovely lace trim. I'm going to just take this, chop that there. Let's get a little bit of, it's 3-in-1, not Fabri-Tac. Pop you there. And this can just go down through here. To hold that down, let's go right in there. Make sure we're sticking it all down. Put this in. Sorry guys, I hope I'm in the right place. There we are. Stick that in like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There we go. Super. Go and stick down. There we are. Lovely. And that can go in the middle. Do you think this would work under there? Oh, I like that. Okay, should we stick that on? So it needs to cut off here, doesn't it? Like this way. Like that. Will that work? That will work, won't it? Pop this down here. Bit of glue. There we go. This needs to be just a little bit longer so that we can attach the other bit. There we go. Lovely. Where's my lace gone? Then this piece, we'll do this. And go this way. This way. Like that. I think I might just stick that like that. Okay. I'll cut that a little end bit off in a minute. Which way round? It was this way, wasn't it? There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we'll just snip that like that. And that will open up. We don't want to stick that. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? So pretty. Okay, let's stick that in. Let me wind that up. Pop that down. So we need to leave this to dry. So we've got a little pocket in here. What do we have? I need something a little bit bigger in there. But we've got a little pocket there. Oops. I got my window open and the neighbours are moving in next door after all this time, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yes, it's a bit noisy outside, so I do apologise. Let's just ink these up. Yes, these bits were for the Ko-fi Extra page. And that is just beautiful. I love it. Look at that. And then that can go, that's still a bit wet. Then I will pop a little Velcro fastener on there when that's dry. Oh, love it. How beautiful is that? And then we need, I'm going to open that up. We need to do something on here, don't we? What shall we put on here? And put my lid on so it doesn't go all over the place. Let's get some little scrappy bits because that's what we need to use. Gosh, can you hear the seagulls out there as well? Noisy. Okay guys, what we're going to do on this one, got these beautiful tags. That would work in there, wouldn't it? Could we put something across? Do you think we could put something across? We could, couldn't we? Do you think I need to cut that little corner bit off? That's a shame to do that, so I'd have to do, if I poked that inside and I got a pencil, let me get a pencil, and drew here, oops, that's the shape I need to cut off, isn't it? Oops. Oh, it may not be that tidy. Oh, look at that. Oh, clever. There we go. So then we have that to pop on there. Shall we collage it, or shall we just stick that on? Do we want something that comes up there? So we need it this way, don't we? Suppose we could have one of these cards. Would that go? It's a shame to cut that up. Or maybe I'll use a bit of paper. Is that going to be long enough? Lovely. So what I'm going to have to do is put this in here. Is that going to work? Push that right up to the back. Get my pencil. Draw around without drawing on my envelope. There we go. Up through there. There we go. What do you think? Is that going to work? That's pretty good. That's pretty good, isn't it? A little bit of pencil mark, but we can get rid of on here. Oh, did you guys get anything from Prime Day? I was a little disappointed because some of the things that I wanted weren't on there. They hadn't been, you know, Prime Day prices. So all the glue and some of the bits. I did get some little storage boxes like these ones, which are great. I've never have enough space to put my fussy cuts and things like that. Enough storage, so that I'm really pleased with those. But yeah, the glues and stuff they didn't have on Prime Day, so I didn't bother stocking up. There we go, that's lovely, isn't it? So, what else did I get? Just trying to think. I got some sort of pool towels for when my kids come and my grandchildren. It's basically, I just got some bits and pieces for when they're here. Little bits, but nothing sort of really crafty. So yeah, a bit disappointed. So I hope you guys have managed to pick up any bargains that you were after. I'm going to stick that down, and do you think I'm going to just leave this? I'm going to put that as like a little pocket. It's a little bit bigger, that is, but that's okay. Yeah, I think so. I think I'll do that as a little, just a little tuck pocket. And so I'm going to pop a little bit of glue down there, along the bottom, but I'm going to just glue this bit, because you're not going to poke anything in that side anyway, are we? So let's just put that down. There we go. Oops. Okay. There we go. Lovely, lovely. This is stuck down. That's got a little pocket in there. I could probably have put a little bit of lace along the bottom of that bit so it goes in. Oh, look at that. That's fab. I love it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Should we pop something along here? We could probably pop a little bit of this on there, couldn't we? Just to match in. Whoops. Not that you can sort of see it from the other side, but you can see a little tiny bit. Oh, I might just do that. Shall we do that? I'm going to cut this off just so it's straight, because, there we go. Just drop it down a fraction like that. I'm going to glue it on here. Stick this on like that. Oh, I've got a new computer. I've got a new laptop at last. Oh, so excited. So I do have a new editing program that I have to get used to, and it's not that easy. I'm not that good at things like that, so bear with me if things don't sort of like, if music's a little bit louder than it normally is on the beginning, or things don't quite fit in, so I do apologise ahead of time. I'm doing my best. It's not that easy. My other editing one was so simple. It was so simple, but they don't do that anymore. It's a bit outdated. So that's how long I've had it for. Oh, look at that. Love it. I'm going to just ink around here. So let's do that. And I'll tell you what, I haven't done any sewing for ages. I haven't sewn around anything. So, well, it feels like ages anyway. Let's pop the little postcard in there. That's lovely. That's lovely. Loving that. We could even have a couple of these in here to journal on, because they work beautifully. Look at that. So the idea is like a pocket, and then we've got an envelope, and then we're going to put a little Velcro tab in there. We've got a little pocket in there and a pocket in there. So that's a fabulous idea. I do like that. I will put the Velcro fastener on there in a minute, but this one is going to put it on here, wasn't I? Because if I put it there, it's going to sort of hide it. What's the other one? I had another one here somewhere, didn't I? Was it on this one? Sure, I had another one. Yes. This is it. This one. Maybe I'll put it that side. There we go. Looking very sort of eclectic-y, this one, isn't it? But I do love just adding bits and pieces to things. And using up, see, this is just using up scraps and odd bits that I wouldn't use. So I'd rather use that up. But my scrap box has been looking at me for a long, long time, wanting me to go in and use up some bits and pieces. So I really, really should, because we all have lots and lots of scraps, don't we? Whether it's paper or fabric. They all seem to multiply a huge amount. Now this one I want is like a little tuck. So I'm going to stick that on there, and then we can just tuck things into this bit. Fabulous. I'm going to stick it on with this actually. Use a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Not Fabri-Tac, 3-in-1. I found even the 3-in-1 is extremely expensive now, so I don't know, I need an alternative to 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac. So let's pop you like that. So on the edge. There we go. Stick that down. Okay, perfect. That's looking good. That's lovely. Now we could Put that there, which is quite nice, isn't it? But I'm not going to, because I don't want to cover that up. So we've got things that we can put in there. So I could even cut, would that fit in? Not quite, would it? I could just cut that down and cut the little holes off, couldn't I? And that would make a nice little sort of a journal card on there. Actually, that might do that. Let me just get my little cutter. Put that on there. Let's move all my bits and pieces out of the way. So I'm going to cut those bits off like that. Just cut this down a little bit just to make it into sort of a good size to go into here like that. Oh, I like that. Let's take a corner punch. Let's just have some little round corners like that. Ink it up a little bit. Just get rid of those little white edges like that. Okay, and I need to put something on there as well. So that's a really nice journal card, isn't it? It's nice and big, but I need something on it. These, I believe, are from my fussy cut teacups. How many have I got? I've got another one here. Do they work with it? Just going to put something on there like that. That's quite nice, actually. What I might do, would that make like a little belly band? It would, wouldn't it? That would make a little belly band on there. Just a little bit of ink around the edge. Like that. There we go. So if you put belly band in there, would one of these little ones. Oh look, I got out, I'll tell you what else I did buy. But this was off Temu. This was a pair of scissors off Temu. Now, I wasn't quite sure what these are going to be like, but on the end of the tickets, I've just cut that into the little ziggy-zaggy. I can't remember what you call these, but these work really well. I wasn't quite sure, like I said, but they are really, really sharp. And I needed them not for paper. I shouldn't really cut paper because I wanted them for my fabric, for the edges of the fabric. Look at these, I love these. So that would, wouldn't it, if I go right to the edges, that would make a nice little tuck spot journal card. So you could journal on one side and have these little ones in this side. There we go, lovely. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have just a tiny, tiny bit just down here to hold them on, so we've got lots of room. A little bit there, a little bit there. Stick that down like that. I would actually like some big flowers like this down. I think they look really nice as a little tuck spot, don't they? There we go. Will that fit in there like that? There we go. And then we've got like a little pocket in there. Let's ink this up. I didn't cut that very well. I have printed on the back of these. Yeah, and I also think this book's going to be, this journal will be quite nice. You know, when you want to do something, you want to craft, but not necessarily make a journal or anything like that. But this is a nice one to sort of like I know I call it an ideas journal, but it's sort of like a little practice, isn't it? So if you want to come up here and you're not quite sure what you're going to do, come up to your craft room, not come up here. Well, I would. And just have a little play of some little bits that you wanted to do or don't know what to do, and you can just have a little play. There we go. Look at that. Love it. Love that. So I'm going to now just put this one on here. I don't think I've got another one of those sheets, have I? I've got these. What's these? Little spotty ones. I've got papers in here, but they're white on the back. I don't really want white on the back. That's okay. I can just keep this one in here, but I think I'm going to put that on there because that's lovely. Oh, I do like that. There we go. Put that there. Down here. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Put that right on the edge. Forgotten about this kit actually. This was just the one for the calendar journal. That was it. That's what it was called. Remember I did the calendar journal and these were in there. I must start using those again. I've got so many things that I want to use. Love that. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. It's a shame I couldn't use this little clip thing, isn't it? The only thing I could use it for is clip it onto here and clip that on. But no, don't need it. I can use that for another day. Let me just get a little Velcro. A little Velcro tab to put on here. Little circles. Oops. These are just the stickiest of stickies. You can get them off. There we go. Put that right in that little middle bit. Stick that down. Just leave that in there for a minute. Now I've got that to go in there, but it's not quite big enough. I do have some more. Oh look, I forgot I've got my little words I was going to use. Look, we've got a little gap down here. Shall we put something on there? So I'm going from one thing to another. I need to look at those other journal cards. We've got Happy Family, Christmas, all sorts. Feathers. What should we have? So these, yeah, like I said, I did these, gosh, long time ago. Let's put, we've got butterfly wings. Believe we have love. What else have we got in here? I'm going to have all these words everywhere. I'm going to put on there, create. Did I see create? Look, create. There we go. That's what we are going to be doing in this book. We are going to be creating lots of lovely bits and pieces, aren't we? I'm just going to put that, I'm going to ink around this little bit, like that. A little bit of ink there. And we can put a little create right there. Where's my glue? Look, we can use this one. We can use a little bit of this on there. Perfect. Oh, I do like these. And I got my butterflies out, so let's pop a little butterfly on there. We only want a little small one. Should we have a little diddy purple one? There we go. Oops. Look at that. Little purple butterfly. Oh. Let's just pop a blob of glue there. Stick you on. There we go. Little butterfly to go in there, which is pretty. So, oopsie daisy. Now, there we go. And you can hardly see that on there. You could probably put something on there if you wanted to, but I like that. So we've got lots of little pockets. Now, what I was going to look for in these, I'm not sure. I think it was 2 sizes. Was it 2 sizes or 3 sizes in this? I can't remember. Oh no, it was 3 sizes. Look, we've got some smaller ones. So I think the bigger ones just are not going to go in through there, are they? We've got the same smell. I'm just going to quickly cut these. Just love these. They're so lovely, and they've got quite a few different sort of colours and styles. Not styles, because they're all sort of like flowery. So they will go into a few different style journals. Let me just cut these. Should really do it with my paper trimmer, but I'll just do it with these nice big scissors. I like my big scissors. So we have 3 in there. Do you think these are going to be a bit too small? Let's see. What do you think? Let's open you up so we can see. Oh, I don't know. Look at that. I think they just pop in there lovely, as long as they don't go too low in there. Oh, I think I only need 2. I don't really need 3. I like that one. Look at that one. That's lovely. I've forgotten what they look like. Let's just ink the edge. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually, I'm going to just give the ends a little round off like that, I think. Let's pop you in there. Let's just round these off. Like that. Actually, I wonder if that little tag would fit in there as well. I'll have a look in a minute. Yes, it's good to use up some little bits and pieces that I need to use up. Oopsie daisy. Let's get you off there. Oops. Don't need you. Let's pop you in there. And so I like the darker one at the front. There we go. I suppose I could put that in there. That works now, doesn't it? That works on there. So lovely. I did have those tags. Where's that tag? This is the tag. Would that fit? Oh, we don't need too much. Tell you what I did get as well on Temu. Got some little bits and pieces in here. I got these little flower tots. They're little eyelets, but I think they might be too big, or they're big eyelets like that, but they've got, it's almost like a little domey flower on. Shall I see? I think the hole looks pretty big for our little crocodile. Let's just put that. Will that fit? Oops. Okay. Let's see if it will go. Oh, look, it does. Oh, that just, look at that. Can you see it? It's got that lovely little flower on. Okay, that's the right ones. Let's have a look. Let's turn it over. It's so difficult getting eyelets that actually work. Oh, I think I squashed that a bit too much. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think this is quite thin. I think I squashed that just a little bit too much, but they work. They do work. That's good. Let's just ink this up. I'll link those down on the Temu. I'll pop it under the video. because I find it so difficult to get proper nice eyelets that actually work, that fit. But that's quite big, the hole's quite big, but I did squash that a little bit too much, so it sort of like dented it a bit, but I think it will work. Not that it really needs to go in there, does it? We've got quite a lot in there. Suppose you could go in there like that and pop out. Oh, I had a little thing there, didn't I? Oh, not quite. Gives us a little bit thinner. This one's a little bit thinner. Oh, look at that. There we go. Fabulous. There we go. So yeah, if you're a monthly Ko-fi member, don't forget, go and pick up all your little freebies that you get each month in there, because these are in there as well. Oh, look at that, guys. That's fabulous, isn't it? Love it. So we've got a little belly band on our little journal cards, a couple of journal cards. We can journal on that. We've got a little side tuck pocket in there. We have, oops, if I can get you in. We've got a little side tuck pocket there. We have this fabulous little bit here. We've got the pocket there. We've got the pocket there. That clips over. Turn that over. We've got the little pocket there. And we've got the pocket there and the pocket there. So how many pockets is that? That's fabulous. So good start into our lovely little ideas journal, and a really nice play. That's another thing I like to do, is just come up here, and it's something that I can work on or work in before I actually do a project. I like to sort of like make something or do something or fussy cut or something, just to get myself going before I make a sort of like get back into a journal or something. But loving it. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've made yourself an ideas journal. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can use an old book or anything like that and just cover the pages up. But just, you know, it's nice to just do something without having to be actually doing a project. I think that's what I quite like, just to make something. Okay, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.